Morning students, how are you all doing? How is the day? So now we will start with our chapter, social science chapter Globe, a model of the earth, chapter number 1, Globe, a model of the earth. In the earlier classes, we have discussed about what is the shape of the earth. Second, what is globe and what are the advantages of globe. In this session, we will study our further topics of this chapter. But before going to a new topic, we will just do a quick recapitulation of whatever we have studied in earlier class. Now, the earth is round in shape. As in the earlier class, we have discussed that the earth is round in shape. It is slightly flat at the poles and bulge at the equator. So it is slightly flat at the poles and bulge at the equator. The photographs taken from the space have confirmed that earth is round in shape. So as you are seeing also in this slide, the earth is round in shape and it is being confirmed by the photos which are taken from the space. Now if we go further, the globe is a model of the earth. We can see only half the globe at a time. So when we are talking about globe is a model of the earth. It is a miniature of the earth. We can see only half the globe at a time. So once we are seeing the globe, is as you are seeing on the right hand side, left hand side also, the globe is there and we can only see the front side of the globe. And if we want to see the back side of the globe, we have to rotate a globe. And how we can rotate a globe? We can rotate a globe, or we can rotate a earth by a line which is passing through the globe or which is passing through the earth. This line is called the axis. So with the line which is passing through the earth, which is passing through the globe, which help us to rotate the globe and which helps the earth to rotate, this line is known as axis. Axis is an imaginary line around which the earth rotates. So what is axis? Axis is an imaginary line around which the earth rotates. The axis of the globe has two ends. So the axis of the globe has two end points. And what is the name of those end points? The North Pole and the South Pole. If you are able to see on the right hand side of the slide, we are having a picture. In that picture, that is a picture of a globe. That is a picture of a globe. That is a picture of a earth where you can see an axis line which is going from north to south. A line which is passing through the earth. And on the north side, there is a North Pole. And towards the south, there is a South Pole. And this earth is being divided into two equal parts with a very longest parallel line which is called equator. Now, if we talk about the advantages of globe represent the correct shape of the earth. The globe shows us the correct shape and location of the continents, ocean and seas. It also shows the shape and the location of different countries. A globe shows us what the whole world looks like. So the globe shows us of the whole, the exact picture, the exact location. It gives the exact location of the continents, ocean and seas. And it also shows us that how our world as a whole look like. It shows the North and South Pole exactly. So it shows the North Pole and the South Pole exactly where they are placed. Now going further to the new topic of this chapter, we will study further that what are latitudes. So what are latitudes in the globe? Latitude, look at the globe. You are looking at the globe on the right hand side. If you see this picture of a globe, you will see a full circle. They run from east to west. So the black lines which are moving from east to west, these black lines are known as latitudes. If you can see in the picture, of a globe, you will be seeing from the left, from the east to west, one lines are there. These lines, these black lines are the lines of latitude. They are also called parallels. So lines of latitude are also called parallels, and they run from east to west. They run from east to west, and these black lines are known as the line of latitude. They are also called parallels. Now going further, you are seeing in this globe a middle line, the longest line, the dotted one line, which is dividing the earth into two equal parts. That is the northern hemisphere towards the north side, and the southern hemisphere towards the south side. So the equator is dividing the earth into two parts, in two equal parts, and the two equal parts are known as, towards the north side we say it as a northern hemisphere, and towards the south side, if we talk about towards the equator, we say it as a southern hemisphere. And the equator runs in the middle of the globe. So if you are seeing this picture of a globe, the dotted line which is drawn in between the earth, between the globe, is the equator, which divides the earth into two equal parts, in the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The equator is the longest and most important line of the latitude. Why it is the most important line of the latitude? Because with the help of this line only, the different lines of latitudes are drawn on the earth. The different lines of latitude are drawn, and this is the only line, this is the most important line of latitude. Why? Because it is dividing the earth into two equal parts, which is known as northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Going further, if we talk about the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, there will be a question arising in your mind, that what is northern hemisphere, ma'am? What is southern hemisphere, ma'am? So, as to make it more clear in your mind, I will show you how what is northern hemisphere and what is southern hemisphere. First of all, we will go to northern hemisphere. If you are seeing in this slide, in northern hemisphere, the portion which is north of the equator is called northern hemisphere. So if you are seeing on the right hand side, the picture of the earth is there, and the picture of earth, the equator is dividing the earth into two equal parts. The equator is dividing, the red line which is shown in this picture is dividing the earth into two equal parts, and one where, if you go, the portion which is towards the north of the equator is known as the northern hemisphere, and the portion which is towards the south of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. So now, if we talk about the lines of latitude, as I have earlier told you, that what are lines of latitude? Lines of latitude are all the lines which are dividing the earth. Dividing the earth. If we see in the earlier slide, the line of latitude, if we see in the earlier line, the circle, on the full circle of the map, or of the globe, or the earth, the lines which are running through the east to the west, they are known as line of latitude, and they are also called as parallel. So if we talk about lines of latitude, the lines of latitude or parallels are marked in degrees. So what are they marked? All the lines which are there, if you are seeing on the left hand side, the picture of the globe is there, and the lines which are drawn from east to west, there are so many lines drawn from east to west. The black lines which you are seeing in this picture, which are black in color and which are moving from east to west, these lines are marked in degrees. So they are being marked in a particular degree. There are some degrees which are being allocated for these lines of parallel. The line of latitude starts from the equator, and that is why we say that the equator is the most important line of a latitude, because the line of latitude starts from the equator only. And when the line of latitude starts from the equator, from the middle, so we are that is the equator is at 0 degree. So that is why the equator is at 0 degree, because the line of equator starts from the equator only. The line of latitude starts from the equator only, and the equator is at 0 degree. The north pole is 90 degree north and the south pole is 90 degree south. If we go towards the north pole, you will see it is just above the equator. So if we go towards the north pole, it is 90 degree north, because it is in north side. So and it is towards north pole, so it is 90 degree north. And if we go towards south pole, what is the degree of a south pole? It is 90 degrees south from the equator. What it is? It is 90 degrees south from the equator, because it is towards south, so we are writing it 90 degree south. S is denoted with south and N is denoted with north. The parallel in the northern hemisphere are marked 10 degree north, 20 degree north, and so on, 30 degree north, 40 degree north, like this. So all these lines which are running from east to west, which are known as lines of parallel or lines of latitude, these are parallel lines, the parallel lines in the northern hemisphere. If you are seeing in the northern hemisphere, they all are marked like 10 degree north, 20 degree north, 30 degree north, 60 degree north, 90 degree north. Just like this, we mark it on the earth or on the globe. Same way, if we go towards the south, south side, the parallel in the southern hemisphere are marked like 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, 30 degrees south, and so on. So if you see in this picture, there is like the south. If we go towards south, it is 30 degrees south, 60 degrees south, 90 degree south. So these all are known as lines of latitude, and the parallels which are moving in the northern hemisphere are marked like 10 degree north, 20 degree north, 30 degree north, 60 degree north, 90 degree north. And if we move towards the southern hemisphere, these are marked like 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, and so on. We move on marking the degrees. Now going further, there are some important parallels also. So as we mark 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree latitude, we mark 1 degree north, 2 degree north, 10 degree north, 20 degree north, 30 degree north. Same way we mark it like in southern hemisphere also. 10 degrees south, 20 degrees south, 30 degrees south, and so on. But there are some important parallels which are to be remembered. What are those important parallels? What are those important lines of latitude? There are 5 major parallels of latitudes from north to south. So there are 5 major latitudes, or there we can say there are 5 important lines of latitude from north to south. If you are seeing on the right hand side, the picture is there of the earth, where there is north pole on the north side, south pole on the south side down. That is, north pole is 90 degree north and south pole is 90 degree south downstairs. But there are 5 more lines which are known as lines of latitude, and these are some important lines of latitude from which are moving from north to, which are there in north to south. First of all, first one is Arctic Circle. So where is Arctic Circle? If you can see towards the north, the first line of latitude is Arctic Circle on the north, below the north pole. And what is the degree of that? The degree of Arctic Circle is 66.5 degree north. So the degree of Arctic Circle is 66.5 degree north. If we go towards the south pole, the first line after the south pole is Antarctic Circle. If we go down towards the south and we see the first line of parallel or the first line of latitude is the Antarctic Circle, and the degree of Antarctic Circle is also 66.5 degree south, but it is because it is towards the south, so we are taking 66.5 degree south. Now, if we go towards the north, we have already talked about Arctic Circle. Below Arctic Circle, there is Tropic of Cancer. So, below Arctic Circle, there is a line of latitude, line of parallel, which is called Tropic of Cancer. And the degree of Tropic of Cancer is 23 and half degree north, because it is in Northern Hemisphere. So the Tropic of Cancer is just below the Arctic Circle, and the degree of Tropic of Cancer is 23 and half degree north, because it is in Northern Hemisphere. Just below the Tropic of Cancer, we have equator. Just below the Tropic of Cancer, there is one more line which is there. After leaving one line, you will see which is dividing the earth into two parts, that is known as equator. What it is called? It is called equator, which is dividing the earth in two equal parts. So the degree of equator, because this equator is the important lines of latitude, and from here only all the lines of latitude, all the degrees are being counted. So it is a 0 degree. So it is where the equator is, we mark it as a 0 degree. So equator is at 0 degree. Now, below the equator, if you move downstairs towards the Southern Hemisphere, there is a Tropic of Cancer. So, Tropic of Cancer is in Southern Hemisphere, and because it is in Southern Hemisphere, so the degree will be in south. So, it will be S. Like the Tropic of Cancer degree is 23 and half degree south. Why it is south? Because it is in Southern Hemisphere. So the Tropic of Capricorn's degree is 23 and half degree south. As I have already told you that Antarctic Circle is just after the South Pole. It is towards the South Pole. It is the bottom of the South Pole. So its degree is 66 and half degree south. So these 5 parallels of latitude from north to south are the important parallels which we have to remember, which we have to learn, and which we have to study also, and we have to learn the important lines of parallel with their degrees, because sometimes it happens that this question also comes that state the 5 important parallels and their degrees. So you should be thoroughly understanding which are our 5 important parallels and what are their what is the degree at which on the earth where they are placed or where they are marked. So the first is Arctic Circle, second is Tropic of Cancer, third is equator, fourth is Tropic of Capricorn, and fifth is Antarctic Circle. These are our 5 important parallels on the earth which runs from east to west. They run from east to west, and the equator is the line which divides, it's the longest line which divides the earth into two parts, and in the two equal parts, the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle is in the Northern Hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle, they are in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, as we have already studied about what is latitudes, what are lines of latitude, and what are important parallels of latitude, or what are important lines of latitude. We have already discussed what are their degrees. We have discussed and where they are placed on the earth. We have also discussed this. Now the home activity. There is a time to do something at your home. So all of you have to do some homework. And what is the homework for today? Today's homework is find out the states of India through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. So what you will do, you will Google, you will see from the map, you will see from the globe, from the internet, and you will find the states of India through which the Tropic of Cancer is passing. What you will do? You will just Google out, or you will see from the globe of India, from the globe that where is India, and where there is India, from where the Tropic of Cancer is passing, which are those states from where the Tropic of Cancer is The line of Tropic of Cancer is passing. So just find out all those states of India from the globe where the Tropic of Cancer line is passing. Okay, this is your today's homework. Thank you and have a nice day.